Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk through my method for 200 mil mining. So if you haven't noticed, the past couple of months, basically since the Christmas event started and it was wrapping paper season, I have been mining an awful lot on my account. So much so, I probably racked up the best part of about 20 mil XP just from AFK and doing wrapping paper and other stuff as well. Now what I've decided is that this year, I'm going to go and aim for 200 mil mining. And hopefully by doing this while I'm at work or while I'm doing it on my downtime, while editing, I'm going to make a substantial amount of profit doing so as well. Now mining, I only go to do mining when I have to basically look away from the screen and don't want to pay attention to the game. This mining method is a 15-minute AFK and is one of the best AFKs I've found so far while I've been doing things like work or while I've been doing things like editing as well. Now, with the mining videos already done on the channel, we've talked about it numerous times where we're going to use the Stone Spirit along with the Juju mining potion, or in this case, we're going to use the Perfect Plus potion to make sure that mining is 100% AFK. Now, what we're going to be doing is focusing on Primal ores. Now, what I've been doing mainly lately have been light amica and dark amica, but I've decided now that really the best one to do is actually going to be Primal ores. It's going to be more AFK and you're going to make more for your price in terms of the ore. Now, in terms of the Primal ores, one thing I would heavily suggest you to do before doing anything is to go through all these ores and price check them, because they do change prices quite substantially. These will be over or under mid depending on what items in demand, and one thing I would suggest as well, I would look at selling the ore after every trip, because again the prices change so much. Price check again, and then if your ore's not selling for the price you thought it would be, leave it in the grand exchange and go away at a different time. It's the one thing I don't like for Primal ores compared to things like light and dark amica, is the prices of the Primal ores do shift a lot. And if you've sort of missed that window, it can take a while to sell as well. But the profit you're going to be making is basically going to be double compared to light and dark amica. So once you've decided on your Primal ore, the most important thing then is to go and check the price of the Primal Stone Spirit. Now, what this gives me is the ability to AFK. So I'm more than happy to lose a bit of profit from my mining to make it fully AFK. But it's really important to check the price of the Primal Stone Spirit. And if you're looking to mine for a considerable amount of time, try and put in an offer to buy them cheap over time as well. I've currently got one in the hope of buying some Primal Stone Spirits for a cheap price over time while I'm off doing other stuff in the game, just so something's always buying in the grand exchange while you're doing other stuff. Now, in terms of this, to do Primal mining, you're going to need level 100 mining, and it's going to be a very AFK form to do this mining anyway. So what I'm going to do in terms of the info, I'm going to take the ore box, which is going to have my Primal Stone Spirits. I'm going to take the urn enhancer as well as some mining urns, which I might have to make some before we go. And then also things like lava titans. I'm going to take spirit extraction potions because I'm going to be fully AFK. I'm not going to be paying attention to the screen. And if we get any Seren spirits, it's only going to pay off for things like porters and other stuff like that. So that, in my opinion, they are worth the price because I think you'll profit from them more than you will lose from them. And what we're going to bank on as well is the Grace of the Elves, banking all the ores for us. And basically, in terms of a stint, this is going to be like a 2 to 3 hour mining stint I'm going to do. And I am going to only click this account once every 15 minutes just to basically keep it active and continuously mining as well. So I'm going to go and pick out my Primal mining spots, and then we're going to just talk through everything as well. All the things I like to use in terms of bonus and stuff, and then we'll get cracking. But this will be something, hopefully I update you guys through my monthly money making videos as well, is that I can add the price of the ores onto the top of the pot of what I'm sort of making per month. The big challenge for me in the main account this year is to go and actually make some GP. We've had a couple of months where it's been a bit rough and we've lost a bit of GP just from not doing things correctly, instant buying stuff. So, and as well buying those offhand and main hands from the Sanctum of Rebirth as well really did me well. So what I'm trying to do this month is different money makers to make sure that I can just get a little bit of GP back. So this is going to be included in these kind of videos as well. I've decided that this is going to be more of a substantial upgrade in terms of AFK-ness as well. It's going to be a little bit more slower, but I think it's going to be more beneficial as well in terms of the XP and GP from the ore as well. But let me know what you guys think. What's your current AFK to do in the meantime? Do you AFK during work or when you work from home? Or do you AFK and play like the PlayStation and stuff like that? I'm interested to know what you guys do and AFK for as well. Also, make sure that you toggle your porter on, because if they don't, you will not send stuff to your bank. So in terms of a setup, again, if you're going to do things like this, or if you're going to do Orichalcum, Bainite, Necrite, any form of mining AFK, You can do the same method I'm doing, but all you need to do is make sure to have the Juju Potion and the Stone Spirit relevant to the ore you're going to mine. So in terms of the setup, I have the Golem outfit. Again, you're going to need 18 Vengeance to unlock this. And then also collect the Golem shards. Again, really worthwhile picking up, and you'll gradually get this anyway. We have the Augmented Pickaxe of Life and Death. Big fan of these brand new skilling sort of main hands. Like the Hatchet and the Pickaxe, they've done extremely well. Really excited to see what they're going to do with the runecrafting and thieving ones coming to the game as well. I think they'll be very, very good. But as you can see, I'm not clicking the rock, I'm not doing anything, but I am fully AFK. Every time I gain an ore, I reset my stamina bar, which is why this can just sort of be left to one side, AFK away, and enjoy the time away. But other stuff as well, Grace of the Elves, you can use the big book if you want to. The XP drops seem to be often enough to activate the big book quite often. And the mining cape helps a little bit as well with some XP. You can use the power bursts of opportunities as well. These help with the fizzing gold ores, which is going to give you an extra bump in terms of getting your stuff back as well. Like I said, Spirit Attraction, I think they pay for themselves. I think they're very much worthwhile doing. And in terms of how many times we're going to get spirits, it will just be more GP per hour. Yes, we might get a HSR. We probably won't, but at least you've got a chance of getting it in that terms. So we've got the porters as well. Use your Premier Artifacts as well. Save your porter charges. Use your Premier Artifacts as much as you can. Take your ore boxes, put all your stone spirits in your ore box as well, providing you've got the right level to do it. It's going to save you a lot of bank space. Or stone spirits and wood spirits as well are a lot of bank space at the minute. So if you ever get a chance to put them in your ore box or wood box, please do, because it really will help. Again, I'm not using them, but earn enhancers for the long run. Me personally, I've always been hit or miss on only really mining urns, just because they don't really give you that much XP and they seem to go through quite quick. And the price of urns now, when it was like 2 to 3k for a mining urn, it wasn't really a problem. But nowadays, 600 XP for a mining urn, when it's really this AFK, is it worthwhile? Yes, it's going to save you 20% of your time. But if I could just use that 20% of my time to do more Primal, like no waste XP, in my opinion, because I'm working or doing something as well, I don't really see the point of urns, because it's for some skills, they are quite expensive for what they are. Things like fishing, woodcutting, cooking, div, and farming, absolutely use them. They will save you so much time in the long run. But for mining, no, not sure if it quite works for the price they are anyway. But this is basically going to be my method of AFK. I will rotate between the primal ores. I'll focus on what ores selling best at what time. That is one thing I would really suggest. And it's not just for the primal ores either. If you have, say, 90 mining, and you can pretty much mine anything but primal, sometimes you'll find that things like Nechrite or Orichalcum will spike in price, because that's just the economy we are with, like smithing and the bar prices. And you might be more worthwhile to focus on that. On the 7-day bond account for 99 mining, I focused on Orichalcum and Dracolith, and I was selling like Orichalcum at points for about 9,000 coins each, just because the bar prices were so high. I did a lower XP, lower level ore, and I made just as much GP, or maybe even more, than if I was at the Elder Runes ore spots as well. So again, check your margins, make sure you've got your best form of mining pickaxe sorted. The augmented pickaxes really will outperform the like Baneite and Nechrite and Elder Rune ones. So the sooner you can get that quest storyline done to get the access to like the Incando pickaxe and all the other stuff, the better it will be for your mining XP. Those augments will not only get you invention XP, but it'll give you perks to do as well. And yeah, just make sure to have your stone spirits and get your mining jujus on the go as well. But obviously, honestly, this is one of the most AFK ways to make GP in the game. I love it. I think it's such a chill way to play now. And mining's probably going to be my next 200 mil. I've still got 77 mil to go. But with the amount of editing, the amount of like work stuff I can do from home, and the amount of like stuff I've got to do for life now as well, it's just probably the way I play on the main account the most now. It really, unless it's got like a little series to do or a little boss video to do, it pretty much AFKs away now. And mining is pretty much how it's going to be doing the rest of this year, without the little like farm run or the little bits and pieces we do in the videos for the money making for the month as well. But I'll make sure to throw clips like this in the money making video. That's going to be coming from March. Feb will drop the ball, but again, we'll talk about that in that video as well. But hope you guys enjoy my little ramble-ish video on how I plan to train 200 mil mining. But in terms of a GP per hour, like I've looked at the wiki, and even though like some things are going to be up and down on it, you're roughly going to make 3.7 to 4 mil per hour, which if I could do like 4 to 5 hours of that when I'm not even paying attention every couple of days, that's just like an extra 16, 20 mil onto the value of the account, which I don't have to do any effort for, which is what I'm all for, to be fair. However, that's going to wrap up this video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below in the comments any suggestions of videos you guys want to see. Always make sure to do the content you guys want to see as well. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.